2025. Apparently we are not allowed to have nice things anymore. Welcome in. My name is Lee. This is Faithful Legacy, and we're all about real talk, cozy wisdom, and eternal truth. So if that sounds like that is up your alley and you end up enjoying today's video, I would love to have you subscribe so that we can visit again. Today, friends, we are going to be talking about what has happened to our food, both from the perspective of things that seem to be a little bit outside of our control and also from the perspective of things that are inside our control. We are going to be reacting to some videos, and I also wanted to let you know that I am having a giveaway in today's video. Yes, I want to put a little sparkle, a little razzle dazzle.
Go! Everybody razzle dazzle. Everybody razzle dazzle.
In your upcoming Thanksgiving festivities. I know that food has been a thing lately. All I need you to do in the comments is put give thanks. If you put that, you will be entered to win, and make sure to check back on the channel on my community tab. Last time I did an Amazon gift card giveaway, one person never responded and she didn't get her Amazon gift card. And I'm going to be doing that again in December, so make sure to check back on the channel. And the winner will be getting $50, and you can decide if you want that in electronic gift card or if you want something like Cash App. We will work that out together. But again, all you have to do is put give thanks in the comments at any point in this video to enter into the giveaway. Now let's get started. Trust the science. What could possibly go wrong? I would like to know in the comments if you still eat fast food and how often. I probably haven't eaten fast food in about 16 or 18 years, but this stuff has gotten sketchier and sketchier as the years go on. So a lot of people in the last year have reported that they are noticing that the food that they are either getting from fast food restaurants or the food that they are buying in the store looks to them to be either like rubber or like the food is plasticky or fake. So let's look at some examples of this.
So you guys, I went to McDonald's, right? Our chicken ain't real no more, y'all. Why is this chicken bending like a damn bird band? Like, ain't this supposed to like break? What's going on here? Our chicken ain't real, bro. What?
Pull it apart.
Bro, this shit is tough. This chicken ain't real. And I'm finna indulge in it. Y'all see that? Well, that's crazy.
That is crazy, ma'am. One of the theories is that they have been slowly sneaking in lab-grown foods and meat, produce and also meat. There is a gentleman, I don't know if you've heard of him, by the name of Bill Gates. And here's my thing, right? If someone in one breath says that they support the depopulation of the world, me personally, I probably don't want to consume the food that they make. That's just a me thing. I don't want to take their injections. I don't want their medications. I don't want their food.
I mean, what if I don't want to live the way you live?
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Andrea. Everybody wants this.
A lot of people are suspecting that they have been slowly sneaking it into the food system to see how people are, if people are going to notice or respond to it or what's going to happen. Some of this, it could be that food wasn't stored correctly or thawed correctly, but it is a little bit sketchy. This is really interesting. So a lot of people have been going around and they have been testing different food with magnets, and some of the food the magnets stick to. Food that shouldn't be magnetic, it's sticking to.
Look at this shit. Put a magnet that I got from here into the Great Value Chicken.
I mean, this is an immediate no, right? Like, and in fairness, we've been eating fake food for a very long time. The majority of the grocery store, the edible substances in the grocery store are not actually food.
Videos showing rubbery avocados that don't brown, bananas that stretch like rubber bands, and blueberries that look like they're made of silicone. The avocado looks the most artificial, as it doesn't go brown after being left out to ripen and bends like Play-Doh. This has sparked a frenzy of videos and comments from TikTok users saying they've experienced the same thing. Reddit users theorize that this may be down to the fruit being genetically modified. Genetic modification might be changing what you're eating without you even knowing.
And honestly, for what we are paying for food today, we should at least be getting, or we should at least have the option to know whether our food is real or it's not real. Speaking of nourishing our bodies and biblical superfoods, I use a lot of olive oil. I really love the Graza olive oil. And for those of you who were asking Graza to put their olive oil in glass jars, they have listened and delivered. And so they still have their duo set of the squeezable bottles, which I love, but they also have a glass set now. And it has a really cool pop-up top where the top goes down when you put the cap on, and then it pops up, and it's a nice pour spout where you're not pouring too much olive oil out, and it just pours out really evenly. All of their olive oil is from 100% olives from Spain. They are not cut with anything. You don't have to worry about there being any shenanigans or shenanigations inside of the oil. I will drizzle it on things like mozzarella and herbs, and you can make things like pesto with it. It's truly delicious. It has a little spicy kick to it. And then the sizzle oil is great for roasting and sauteing and toasting. I'm thinking that this is the kind of year that it would be more than fun and appropriate to show up at someone's house for the holidays or with a gift of olive oil. We can just skip the wine this year and go straight for the good stuff, the liquid gold. So I'm just saying, they put it in a cute box with a cute little card, put a bow on it, call it good. So if you want to try Graza for yourself or for somebody that you care about, they did give me a discount code for my followers. If you put a Little House 10 at checkout, you will get 10% off your beautiful bundle order. I will put the link for you in the description box and pinned in the comments below. And I want to thank Graza for their awesome olive oil and for sponsoring today's video. Any way in your budget to support your local farms that are producing real food and helping keep those farms afloat, and know that you're putting super nourishing food in your body. If you have any capacity to do that, that should be our first stop shop. But I understand with the cost of food today, that's impossible for a lot of people. And so we're kind of at the mercy of the food system. And we're seeing things like shrinkflation, where the amount of things that used to be in the packages and the boxes, there is a lot less of it.
11 ounces, 12 ounces, same price. Tropicana, what are you doing?
Things have gotten so small. This is a medium-sized lid from McDonald's.
All kind of full, but then you look at this. You turn them over.
They laughed at me when I picked this up.
I think one of the things that's going on in the world today is that people are looking for dopamine hits. Let's be honest, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stresses. So what we're seeing is the rise of certain content that is very, very popular, including what I would call gluttony content. Not all mukbangs are gluttonous, but the problem is with social media is that you have to always keep upping the ante to get views. And there's a reason, I always say there's a reason why you don't rarely see anyone over the age of 30 or 35 doing that, because you hit a certain age where eating that way, you feel it on an entirely different level. That stuff catches up with you, and life will come at you, and your habits and your lifestyle choices will come at you like a freight train. I'm not trying to shame anybody in any of these videos. This is just an example. It actually makes me feel physically nauseous sometimes to watch these.
We got a Bodak burrito today. Whoa. First bite for you.
Don't do it, ma'am.
This is insane. Look at that.
This influences other people to want to run out, buy this food, and gorge themselves on this food that is so unbelievably unhealthy for them. Now, as somebody who has battled chronic illness for 28 years and is in the fight swinging, this is so upsetting to me, because I see what these young people are setting themselves and other young people up for, and I wouldn't wish the things I've been through on anybody, but that's what this food is setting them up for, is potentially just chronic illness slapping them straight in the face.
Got some In-N-Out, baby. It's a little bit of sauce.
can't listen to the sounds very long. So I know that I might have an unpopular opinion about this, but the Bible commands us to offer our bodies as a living sacrifice to God. And we are living in such an interesting time in the world where there are so many options in front of us to satisfy the lust of our flesh. And it's not just eating. As I have pondered this scripture, I have realized that the things that I choose to do with this body that God knit together in my mother's womb that He created can be an act of worship to God. Submitting that offering and that sacrifice and offering of thanksgiving unto God, it's really brilliant because instead of this perspective of restriction, it's a perspective of worship. We have to make wise choices. We are called to pray for an increase of wisdom. It is a command in Scripture to pray for an increase of wisdom and understanding. We need a discerning spirit in this hour of the world more than ever. It is so crazy to me how there is deception around every corner. There are all of these messages trying to get us to self-sabotage under the guise of something empowering. It is Satan masquerading as an angel of light, called to use our body as an act of worship to God. We are called to pray for an increase of wisdom and act in wisdom instead of foolery. Then there's the things that we cannot control. It says that God is a shelter and that the righteous can run to Him and be safe. It is not God's desire to leave us out here unattended. We need armor day to day. We need to be aiming at obedience, to wear the breastplate of righteousness, and to be centered with the belt of truth, to have the gospel of peace on our feet, guiding our steps where we should go, the helmet of salvation to protect our mind. We desperately need God. We are sitting ducks. We are cooked goose without Him. Our body being used as an act of worship to God instead of seeing things that are good for us as restriction or punishment, seeing it as this joyful act of worship. There's praying for the increase of wisdom and discernment and understanding every day. We need to start seeing things the way that God sees them, or we are in very big trouble. And then there is sheltering under the truth for the things that we cannot control. They're doing all sorts of shenanigans and nefarious things out here. We can't control all of it. If they want to spray things on our heads, there's not much we can do. If they want to poison the water and the food, there's not much we can do, but we do have a God who desires to be our shelter. He wants to preserve us in the hour of trial. He said, I will never leave you nor forsake you, even to the end of this age. So take heart and take care of yourself, because you have a calling on your life. You have a calling on your life. You are here on purpose for a purpose. And part of how we live out the fullness of our purpose is making sure that we are doing our part and then surrendering the rest to an all-knowing, all-loving, almighty, all-faithful God. So I pray that this encouraged you in some way today. Please, friends, if you would, so do me the honor of liking the video, subscribing if you haven't subscribed, maybe sharing this with somebody, definitely leaving a comment. And remember, if you put give thanks in the comments, you will be entered to win $50 for that little razzle dazzle over your Thanksgiving meal. I appreciate you. I love you. And Lord willing, I will see each and every one of you beautiful and precious souls right here on the next one. Bye, friends.